In this video, I'll show you how to organize your library using collections, tags, and notes. Collections are basically folders. These are my collections. I think collections will depend on your research, on the study that you are working on. You can categorize your collections based on your research. This is what I've done. So basically you have my library, which is where you have all the references that you have on Zotero. Like for example, I have my library here. I have like 2.5 items under my library, and then I created collections under my library. So for you to create a collection, you click here where there's a plus and where it says new collection. Where's the text? New collection. So you click here and then a pop-up window will come up. You can name whatever you want. Let's say tutorial. This is to show you, and then the collection will be under my library. You click collection. So here's the tutorial collection I just created. It's empty. There are no items in this collection. After you have created the collection, then you can add your articles here. I've already shown you how to different methods of adding your references into your Zotero. If you missed, please go watch the previous video, and then you can add your collections here. And then under the collections, each collection, you can add a sub collection. You just right click, and then there's an option to create a sub collection, or to rename the collection, to move it somewhere, to copy it, to delete it, or to delete collection. There's a difference between delete collection and delete collection and items. When you delete collection, it will only delete the collection. But when you delete collection and items, it will delete the collection and the references that are found under that collection. Okay, so this is how you create a subfolder. Let's say tutorial 2, and then create collection. You see that now the sub collection is under the tutorial. So you can create sub collections, or you can just have your main collections. And then at the bottom here you will see tags. Tags are a good way to categorize your articles. Maybe if you want the same or similar articles to be in the same category, you can use a tag. Like for example, for me here, there are some articles that don't have DOI. I add a tag to that article. The articles that I deem good articles. If I read an article and I love the content, I put a tag for good article, so that later on I can always come back and read only the good articles. Let me show you an example. So you see here, I put a tag for the no DOI because this article does not have a DOI. This is how you add a tag to an article. You click on the article, and then on the right panel you find tag. Here is the tags. It will show you the list of tags that exist under this article. Right now there is no DOI. If you want to add a tag, you just click plus, type the name of the tag you want to add to the article, press enter, and that's how the tag will be added. Let's say, let me show you. Let's say tutorial, enter. You see now that the tag exists, the tutorial tag now exists under tags, and you can choose to remove it by just clicking the minus sign. You can also come here and right click on the tag, rename it, split it, delete, or assign a color. If you want it to be colorful, I'm gonna put blue, set a color. So now it has changed. You see that this article now has two tags. There's a red tag because there's no DOI, and then there's a blue tag because this was a tutorial. If I want to remove the tutorial tag, I just go ahead and click minus. It will be removed from this article. I can also come here and delete the tag if I no longer want the tag and it to be deleted. And then if you want to see all the articles that don't have a DOI, they will be here. You just click on the tag and then you will see the list of all the articles. I don't know why this one has not been because it no longer exists. Okay, so that's how you add tags. And then the other way is to add notes. There are different ways of adding notes. You can add notes to your collections. You can add notes here. I've already explained this in my previous video on how to add references to Zotero. You can add a note there, or you can come to the article and click here where it says note, and then you click plus. As soon as you click plus, you see the note has been added here. Then you can add information about that note. As you enter, the information about the note will be populated. I hardly use notes. I mostly use, I create collections and use tags. So basically that is how you organize your Zotero. I think it's good to organize it into different collections so that you are not overwhelmed, because if you just go to my library, assuming it's just my library without this tag, that means all my references will be here, and that might be difficult to identify a reference. But if you have different collections based on your topics or your research, if I want articles on student mental health, I just go to student mental health and I know I'll find all the articles that are related to student mental health here. So that is how you organize your Zotero.